is. Want to talk more about Chelsea? I know you do.
Yes, let's do it, baby. The
Uh,
Craven Cottage Bowl.
well, we invite the guys that are renting our summer home or whatever over there
Hmm.
at the cottage. We welcome them over, dispatch of them. Once again, it's not even a rivalry for Chelsea and Fulham. One team would have to compete. We lose that one time in 15 years, and everybody kind of goes nuts, including me. But everything's kind of moving back to normal. Uh, Now that Delap hamstring injury earlier on, but troublesome. It sets off a lot of shenanigans that happened after the match, which made for a pretty dramatic final day in the window.
Nicholas Jackson almost got. Thank God he found his way.
Well, yeah, stubbornness. You could say that about Nicholas Jackson for sure. For good or bad, he can be quite stubborn, and he felt he wasn't treated well by the team. Some might say he didn't treat the team well
I
with
don't
all the
know. I don't
chances
know.
he
Yeah,
threw
I don't
away.
know, Nicholas. I think the team treated you pretty well. I think you need to I don't know, kick the ball in the net once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. He scores double-digit goals. Great. He could have had 3 times as many. That's how many
Yeah,
chances
you see the
he's
stat
just
and you're like, oh,
blown.
he has 15 goals this year in the league. That's great.
Yeah, he
He
could
should
have
have
45.
30.
Yeah,
He should have 30.
easy,
Like, yeah,
easy
easy.
with all the
I
chances.
to this day I don't understand why you bought Villarreal's second striker.
They were buying everybody. Like
I didn't
Adelia
understand.
saying, you're good at collecting 30 players you don't need, then you sell them to make profit. Well, we had to buy a whole bunch in the beginning
Sometimes you
because
don't even make profit on them.
we needed to bring players in because of the ban.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do sell them to make profits. We are now a profitable business, and we had to make sure that we were on the up and up for this window or whatever else. We couldn't.
The Champions League
Yeah, we couldn't sign people
PSR.
in for the Champions League because of the UEFA stuff.
That's the financial regulations that people don't really talk about. They talk about the Premier League. I think the Premier League is called Financial Fair
Yeah,
FFP,
right.
but the PSR for the Champions League is what people will really watch out for because the Premier
Profit
League.
and sustainability
Yeah,
ratio.
yeah, because Europa, UEFA doesn't look the other way. They will kick you out.
Yeah,
Well, not
we got
everybody,
we
because
got to.
there's a certain team in Champions League this year that should be banned but isn't. But I won't talk about it. But yeah, financially they don't like irregularities because UEFA was caught up with Michel Platini in that little bribery scandal a couple years ago. So yeah,
Well, what are you gonna do? You know,
yeah. Shout out to Michelle wherever you are. Come on the show. Let's talk
you
about it.
can do all the bribes you want as long as you work for UEFA. You're gonna be fine. You're
Yeah,
never
you
going.
can bribe people as much as you want if you're a certain group of people. So
It's
yeah,
never going to affect you.
nope.
It'll only affect your bank account if you don't say yes to all the bribes.
You know it.
Okay, so 21st minute. This is where people are a little poo-pooed. A little
Hmm.
poo-pooed about this. Josh King scores a nice goal and good for the kid.
But somehow
Sanchez.
they let Barcelona play with €1 billion and did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's two teams that shouldn't be in Champions League, but I digress.
They're pulling the levers, Adelia. They're pulling the levers. So yeah, King scores. Sanchez going the wrong way somehow,
Of
but
course.
makes a nice move. Called back. Ferris down the play. There was a foul on Trevor Chalobah. Now a lot of people are saying that he stepped on the ball and he was doing his little twirlorama here, Muniz. And then he's like, well, and Chalobah had his foot down, and well, where's he supposed to put his foot? And I said, I would say he put his foot on the ball. If you ever put your foot on the ball and you go spikes up on somebody, that's usually a red card. It would do it if it happened to a defensive player.
Hmm.
Why wouldn't it happen with an offensive player? Anyways, he also collides into Chalobah to take him out of the play. It was careless.
I'm currently reviewing it right now in real time.
Yeah, it's careless. I'd say it's a foul. Everybody's saying no. I think the reason why you can say probably was a pretty good foul. It was a foul good enough to call because Howard Webb said they made a mistake. So we know that it was probably the right decision on the field because of how terrible Howard Webb is and always has been at officiating.
I think the collision where they collide each other and Chalaba falls, that sometimes it was kind of like shoulder to shoulder. They let it go all the time in the
Right.
middle of the field. I think the real thing is the stepping on the foot.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You
I
know,
For me, it's a coming off the ball to step on the. He makes the decision to stand on the ball to do that little twirl move, which is
yeah,
fine. But when he
exactly. Yeah,
comes off the ball, he steps on the foot.
exactly, because you should expect Trevor Chalaba to come in and get the ball with his foot. Oh, my bad. I just hit something with my foot. He's coming into the ball with his foot. Munoz then like grips the ball, but then where does Munoz? If Munoz has a place where he's gonna put his foot, but then Chalaba comes in and then they meet at that area.
If Munoz isn't stepping on the ball, he can step on the field and not be on Chalaba. So he
Yeah,
steps on the
he's
ball
trying
and
to be
comes in.
fancy.
Yeah.
In the face of fanciness, he steps on Chalaba's foot. The more I'm looking at this, the more I don't think Rob Jones gets it wrong. I don't think he gets it wrong. Because here's the thing, Rob.
Yeah.
He steps the ball on, then he jumps off the ball. So he loses control. He doesn't have possession of the ball anymore. So he's actually off ball, and he steps on Trevor Chalaba's foot when he's not with the ball. If he had the ball with him, and then he takes a step and he accidentally steps on Chalaba's, I'll be like, okay, that's not a foul. Keep him moving. But he does the fancy thing, twirls off of the ball, and then steps on Chalaba.
Yeah.
That's a foul. It's a foul.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a foul. If they don't
So
score on that, they
now
don't
I
score on
think
that play. I don't.
yeah, now I think them punishing Michael Salisbury wasn't the right call then.
No.
It wasn't. Because here's the thing too with
You were
the
supposed to
VAR.
call these things in the build-up. Like they had this. It was in the match Chelsea against Tottenham with all the shenanigans that Anthony Taylor was doing. They made a point of it. We're going to make sure that all the stuff in the build-up gets called now. This is the first time I can remember it actually worked in favor for Chelsea.
No, because I understand that from American football where you have a 70-yard run, but the reason you had a 70-yard run is that someone was holding.
Yeah.
Got to come back. Because we don't know if let's say the player that was being held, if he wasn't being held, could he have made the play and prevented the 70 yards? He was holding, we're bringing it back. Just like the goal, we're bringing it back. Everything built up, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. That's why they play advantages. When someone gets fouled, so you have the advantage. If you score within the advantage, foul gets waved off. But if you don't, we bring it back.
Yeah.
So why are people don't have a problem with that? Why are they having a problem with this? Oh my God, I'm defending Chelsea. Oh, I'm disgusted.
There can be a bias towards Chelsea. Plus, I think they really wanted that 18-year-old goal to count and stuff like that. It's a nice story.
Yeah.
But I go online, I go on Twitter and stuff like that. I don't see people complaining about it as much as the media does. The media likes to complain about this stuff.
No, exactly. Because here's the thing too. Even with Michael Salisbury, his job is to tell Rob Jones there may be an incident in the buildup. Come here and check it out.
Yeah.
And then Rob Jones goes and looks at it. Either Rob Jones says, "No, I'm good," or then he says, "Oh no, I'm good." So honestly, when I was watching ESPN, they're saying that Rob Jones and Michael Salisbury were both wrong. But where you're watching it, I think they're both right. Salisbury says, "You need to come check this out in the buildup. Something happened." Jones goes and checks it, sees Munoz step on Chalaba's foot, changes his mind.
Yep.
I think VAR was. I think this is Rob. This is the exact way you use VAR, Rob. This right here. There was an error. I think it was clear, and it was obvious. They looked at it, changed the mind.
Yeah.
You can't pirouette and step on someone's foot and expect because you're pirouetting, you're going to get away with it.
Right.
How about you get control of the ball, move it to your left foot, run. You're trying to be fancy, and it didn't work. Guess what? Stop being Ronaldo or Ronaldinho because you're not Ronaldinho. You're Pedro Munoz.
If he doesn't step on Chalaba and that play still works, great. But he steps on Chalaba and goes into Chalaba to take Chalaba out on a pick. The play's already moved forward and stuff like that too. So
I think Chalaba falls because he
He
gets
went.
stepped on
Yeah.
and he's falling back in pain,
Well,
and
yeah.
then he
Muniz is
gives
also
him
coming into him at
yeah,
the
and then he
time.
gives him a little shove.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but the little shove thing, that's fine.
Yeah.
The studs in the foot.
Yeah. The damage was done. It's what set King free was that
Yeah,
play, and then
that's what
Tosin
happened. That's literally what happened
not
in
the
the
best
Leeds game
decision.
against us. Max Dowman makes a move. They step on Max Dowman's foot. Penalty.
I'm also gonna say, if I'm remembering right, uh, wasn't it this ref that was the only ref of ever to get called over to the video board to look at a VAR call and still wave off the penalty? I think it was last year, Chelsea versus Brighton, maybe. I can't
Maybe I
remember.
don't know. I don't remember. I don't know who Rob Jones is. That's the first time I've heard about the guy. I know Anthony Taylor, Simon Hooper, Michael Oliver, and Jared Gillett. That's who I know because I know Gillett's a Liverpool fan. And the other two are the Bald Menaces. Then there's Michael Oliver,
Oh, they're called misses.
the Manchester whatever. I was gonna call him something else, but that's not fit for television.
Right. And also, I guess one of the things they're complaining about is how there was 8 minutes of extra time given in the first half, or 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes is extra
Yeah,
time given in the first half.
Jose.
Pedro is going to score a header from a set piece, which is what Chelsea's doing now with this new set piece coach they got from
Mhm.
Brighton. Didn't do anything with them last year because they didn't have the players. I guess now they're
You
getting
guys,
something to
you
work.
guys have just literally bought everyone from that team.
I know.
You've
They're
bought literally everyone, and you've now stealing coaches and scouts. Didn't you steal their entire scouting department, Rob?
We may have. We did steal their coach.
Yes.
He's doing wonders. Well, last past week he did
Well,
wonders.
he did. Yeah, he did a wonder this
Yeah,
past week. Yeah, good for him.
saved his job. Got a haircut
Yeah, I
too.
think he did. I think the haircut saved his job.
Yeah. Second half, that penalty
That
for
was a handball.
handball.
That
Yeah,
was a
that's obvious.
handball.
They were trying to get stuff
Obvious.
earlier. They were trying to get stuff earlier with Pedro with his hands into him like this. It went
No,
off.
here's the thing, Rob. Here's the
Uh,
thing. I don't understand. If you say don't make yourself bigger,
yeah.
if you make yourself bigger, we will call the penalty.
Yeah.
So when you make yourself smaller to protect yourself and then the ball hits your hand while you're small, that shouldn't be a handball because I'm following your instructions.
Yeah. That
You
wasn't
tell us don't extend your arms away.
Yep.
Keep
Don't
them in.
make
That should
yourself
never be.
artificially larger.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they
This,
call on the field default.
yeah, exactly. So this should never be a handball. Like if
Right.
I'm turning my body, protecting my body, but unfortunately you smack me right here, that's not a handball.
Nope.
What this dude did, he throws his hand in front of his face.
Yeah, he jumped up with the leg out and then stepped
Yeah.
down. So,
I think honestly, protecting your face is a natural motion, Rob.
yeah.
Where
if
you,
he would have went like this, it'd be fun. He was like this.
yeah, he's like, hey man.
Yeah.
But like I think that's where it's a little weird, Rob, because like the natural thing to do when the ball's coming at your face,
Mm-hmm.
like that's the natural thing. But
That's
in
why
soccer,
that's why you get paid millions to not
yeah,
do that.
and not do that. So because people be like, oh, why are they always have their hands behind their back? That's stupid. It's because they don't. This is the only way, Rob,
Yeah.
where it's guaranteed not to be a handball.
Exactly right.
So that's why they always do that. And the
Unless,
people who,
unless you're Jack Grealish, then you can swat it down in the penalty box.
yeah, well, I think they're kind of giving Jack Grealish, like they're giving him a pass because apparently he went through hell in Manchester.
Well, I'm saying when he was in Manchester,
making
and the FA Cup
making him
semifinals,
300 pounds a week. You know what I mean? Going, being sad. It's like, shut up, Jack.
at one time, the largest transfer fee in the English Premier League.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Okay, so Chelsea win 2-0. Good for Chelsea.
There's only one team in Fulham, and it's definitely not Fulham.
No. But you know what? I saw something like that sleeper app thing. We keep getting the updates or whatever from. Haven't figured out how to turn that off yet.
Just meet the
Talking about-
notifications, Rob.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible at finding these things.
You don't.
So they're talking.
Yeah.
Did
Oh
Fulham?
yeah. 300,000 pounds a week, not 300 a week.
Right.
That would be highway robbery. Pep Guardiola. Here's
So
your 300 pounds a week, Jack. Like, what?
yeah, that's pretty good. For good. That's how City makes good business.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're saying did Fulham win the transfer window? I was
What?
like, what exactly?
Who the
Who
hell?
who'd they bring in? You asked. Well, they got Kevin from Shakhtar Donetsk
Oh, they got Kevin. That's where. Okay, that's where he went. Okay.
for a club record £34.6 million.
Oh, no, good
They
for
got
Kevin.
Sam Chukwueze from AC Milan,
Oh, they got
loan
Chukwueze.
with a
Okay,
loan with
he's
option.
he. Funny enough, Rob,
Yeah.
he played with Nico Jackson at Villarreal.
Well, they took the guy that I think Nico Jackson is going to replace. Also, they got Jonah Kusinasari from Munich as well on a
Is he
season-long
like
loan.
a? Is he like a? Is he like a youngster?
Yeah, he's younger.
Why
Uh,
don't they? Why don't they? What's wrong with Bayern Munich's like academy? Why aren't they good?
why would they have an academy?
What do you mean? Why not?
Because they're Bayern. They don't care. They're,
The
like that's why
Bundesliga,
they're
the
on.
Bundesliga is their academy. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
Okay,
They're gonna win trophies. That's where do you
that's what they
think
did with
they
that's what
get
they did with
Harry Kane?
Leipzig. That's what they did
Harry
with
Kane
Leipzig.
skips the line to get a
Yeah,
trophy there. That's it. You just
yeah.
go get trophies there. That's all. You like winning trophies? Okay. So a couple of things with the transfer window here. Chelsea, the Jackson drama goes to Bayern, gets stopped on the way because of the injury to Delap. And then he's like, "Well, no, I'm not going anywhere." And it's like, "Well, you haven't signed anything, so you have to come back." He's like, "Well, do I have to come back?" I was like, "We'll wait this thing out." Eventually, Chelsea starts to soften on this. They recall Mark Gue from Sunderland, who wasn't even playing. Well, he played like 3 minutes or something like that the other day. But at least they're going to have him in the squad. Uh, Eventually, they're saying, "Okay, you can have Nico Jackson, but we want a bigger loan fee, and we want the uh, the buy obligation to be more as well." So they end up getting rid of Nicholas Jackson for what could be close to 81.5 million euros. But a lot of that's going to depend on how many games he can get in, I guess, and he will be behind said Harry Kane. So these guys have to play in all the competitions and stuff like that too.
Hmm.
But I do not see Bayern Munich going too across the line and stuff like that.
Yeah,
With
no, they're very thin in the attack,
yeah,
very thin. Because I don't even know who their wingers are.
no
I
idea.
don't. I have no idea who they are. I
Doesn't matter.
used to know who's on Bayern Munich's team.
Sure.
All I know is I know they got Jonathan Tah from Bayer Leverkusen. I know that. I know they have Joshua Kimmich in the middle with, but Conrad Lime.
Alfonso Davies is at left back when he's healthy.
No, well he's yeah, he tore his ACL, so he's not there.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy, he's there. I don't know who the others. I think Dio Upamecano.
Hmm.
Uh, he's the other center back. They have Conrad Leimer, who's a midfielder playing fullback. And then there's, I think, Alex Pavlovich, the youngster. There. But I don't know who their attacking options are outside of Harry Kane.
It really doesn't matter.
Because Jamal Musiala broke his leg in the Club World Cup.
Hmm.
Oh, that was, oh my God, Rob. You didn't see the video, did you? You
No.
didn't?
Oh, all
Oh,
right. I don't remember. I
oh,
must have seen it because my
it
buddy
was,
was showing me
dude,
briefly.
Rob, it was bad. It was
Wor-
bad.
Worse than Moises Alou.
I don't remember Moises Alou.
That's one that sticks with me.
You know
What?
what? The Kevin
Hey.
Ware sticks with me in the NCAA tournament. Not as bad as Kevin Ware,
Okay.
but it was bad.
Yeah.
Let's just say the leg was
Not natural. It wasn't natural.
it should have been clockwise. It was counterclockwise.
I don't like it. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't like
it's
it.
pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Chelsea make the signing. The window probably getting Garnacho for 40 million. No, 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 no. But we can see what Chelsea's at least doing. They're setting up two of each type of players that they want on the wing, so they can the squad is going to be interchangeable this week. They're gonna or this way they're gonna have Gittins or Garnacho coming in off the left with the right footed shot. They're gonna have the exact opposite on the other side with the Willian and Neto. But Neto can also play both sides. Willian can
Hmm.
play both sides. They got this is what Maresca wanted players you can interchange along so they can have that five at the front and then also make it back. So
Hmm.
this is what they're doing. I don't know what Garnacho is going to do. The only nice goals he ever scores seems to be against Chelsea or that overhead kick, which was pretty
Yeah, was it Everton? I think.
good. That one against yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't against uh, Chelsea. He just scored those two. The one sitting on the bench.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, whatever. Not great. But now he can do it all he wants for all I care. He can do it